During the week of November 10, 2025, The Young and the Restless unfolds a gripping set of developments filled with danger, betrayal, and emotional upheaval that threatens to tear apart relationships and expose dark secrets buried deep within Genoa City's most powerful circles. The story moves at a thrilling pace as Noah's life hangs in the balance, Sharon faces off with a dangerous man from her past, and Sally suffers a betrayal that could shatter her completely. It begins with the twisted return of Matt Clark, now known as Mitch Bacall, who continues to maintain that his resemblance to the real Matt is nothing more than coincidence. But those who know Matt's history can see through the facade. Sharon Newman is the first to sense something isn't right. His words don't align with his behavior, and his subtle manipulations echo the same tactics Matt used decades ago when he tormented her and others. Determined not to live in fear, Sharon decides to confront him head-on. She heads to the Shadow Room, the sleek and secretive venue where Matt/Mitch has been operating under his new alias. What begins as a verbal sparring match quickly turns intense. Sharon's voice is steady but cold as she warns him not to come near her or her family again. But Matt doesn't back down. Instead, he leans in close, lowering his voice to a menacing tone, and warns Sharon that she's playing with fire. He reminds her that he knows her weaknesses, her empathy, her sense of loyalty, her children, and that one wrong move could bring her entire world crashing down. The real danger emerges when Sharon learns that the detective handling Noah's case, the one who should be protecting him, is secretly in Matt's pocket. This revelation terrifies her. It means that no matter how many precautions they take, Noah is never truly safe. And Sharon, realizing that Matt has corrupted law enforcement itself, begins to spiral into panic. Meanwhile, Noah Newman remains in the hospital, recovering and unaware of just how close danger really is. Nick Newman, ever the protective father, goes to check on him. As he approaches the hospital room, he freezes. Through the small window in the door, he sees Noah and Sienna Bacall locked in a passionate kiss. The sight stuns him, not because he disapproves of Noah's romantic choices, but because Sienna is married to Matt/Mitch Bacall, the man who's been threatening his family. Nick immediately pulls Sienna aside after the moment ends. He doesn't waste time on pleasantries. He tells her everything, who Matt Clark really is, what he did in the past, and how dangerous he has become again. At first, Sienna doesn't want to believe it. She insists that her husband changed his name to escape old mistakes, not to hide from crimes. But as Nick lists the evidence, the deception, the manipulation, the people Matt has already hurt, her face drains of color. For the first time, Sienna wonders if she's sleeping beside a man capable of murder. Later in the week, Noah finds himself alone. The guard assigned to watch his room suddenly disappears, leaving the door unlocked and the hall suspiciously empty. Noah senses something's wrong, but before he can call for help, the lights flicker and a shadow crosses the doorway. He's cornered, vulnerable, with no protection and no escape. Whether Matt himself or one of his hired men is behind it remains unclear, but by the end of the episode, Noah's life is in serious peril. Elsewhere, Audra Charles continues playing her own dangerous game. When she learns that Holden Novak has been talking, she storms into his office and issues a warning. Her tone is sharp, her eyes cold. But Holden isn't easily intimidated. He tells her point-blank that neither of them can afford to let the truth come out, because if it does, both their careers, and possibly their lives, will be destroyed. The cryptic statement leaves viewers wondering what exactly Audra and Holden are hiding. At Newman Enterprises, Victor Newman remains several steps ahead of everyone else. He delivers a stunning curveball to Phyllis Summers, a business move so sudden and strategic that it leaves her reeling. Phyllis suspects Victor's motives, especially given her recent missteps with the stolen AI program. But Victor refuses to explain himself. The very next day he reveals shocking business news to Nikki Newman, suggesting that he has set something in motion that will not only shift power within Genoa City but could also ruin a few reputations along the way. Victoria Newman continues struggling with her feelings for Nate Hastings. She tries to convince herself that she's moved on, but every time they're in the same room, the tension resurfaces. Nate, equally conflicted, admits that he still cares for her. Their mutual restraint falters, and by the middle of the week, the two share a moment that reignites the spark between them.